Hey folks, I figured I'd do a short update video. Probably not short, I talk too much for anything short. But for YouTube and for my business page on Facebook. Yeah, it's winter. It's a heat wave out here right now. It's probably like 25 degrees, and it's been about the warmest it's been in a while. This weekend, I guess it's going to get right back down to frigid, below zero again. But I figured I'd do a little update, and just bear with me. It might be a 20-minute video. I have no idea. But here at the end, as far as the household goes, we've done pretty good. We're doing good on firewood. I got plenty. There's dry ash there, over there. That's our red oak that was seasoned well, so I'm mixing it in, ash and red oak. Finally put a exhaust damper. Oh, somebody thinks that the heat wave is not very warm and wants to go inside. Yeah, hey baby girl, you want to go inside? You pick the darndest times to come talk to me. All right, let's go put you inside. Hell, she's back in the house, nice and cozy. Got this sucker all ready for sale. Alice Chalmers 608, an old Briggs & Stratton single on it. Runs good. Battery's a little weak, but got some just some ATV rear tires. I think they're 25s, pretty sure. Just some snowblower front tires. Great all around yard tractor, and for those folks out there that like it, it'd be a good trail machine for mud mowing. It's got stock gear ratio, but it crawls around pretty good. It hauls around these logs all right with the logging arch and the dead mowers, even that big old girl right there. So this is for sale. If anybody's interested that sees this, asking $325, but I would take offer on that. Looking for cash right now. Got this old girl in. Wheel horse 520, needs a carb rebuild and key switch, and he said it had a weak spark, but I think what he meant was it just wasn't running right. I talked to him the other day for a little bit and came to the conclusion that that's what he meant. So hopefully getting his okay and deposit, because that's this time of year I have to run on deposits, unfortunately. To order the parts for that. Got a Predator over there that is all done. Just bad gas. It happens. Over here though, in the shop, it is snowblower central. Bunch of broken snowblowers. Look at that. They're everywhere. Parts and pieces. This one needs a friction wheel. So just waiting on some money to order that. This one here needs the auger cable. So that'll be ordered by the end of the day today. And that one right there, which had to get split apart, needs impeller bearing and impeller. This impeller has been just, I think he was snow blowing rocks. But so, oh yeah, and so revived this Jiffy ice drill. It's all sharpened up. It runs good. I went and tested it out on the pond nearby, and lucky for this guy, I found on eBay this pull cord assembly that is in really good condition for cheap. I couldn't believe it. So waiting for that to get here. Of course, we'll keep this because this can be rebuilt. But it's still got all the white paint. It's got the sticker, all the stickers on it, and this part right here on this is broken. So, and the other one isn't. So, pretty stoked to get that working for the guy. He's going on a trip here pretty soon. We had, unfortunately, pricey mishap. Our septic pump went. Luckily, one of my friends and neighbors, he stepped up to the plate. We were having a issue where it was backfeeding power into the house. And even though I felt comfortable tackling the job, I wanted somebody that knew a little bit more about it, and luckily it was just the float switch I think was what was causing the issue, but got that all fixed. Wood stove works a lot better with an exhaust damper. I hadn't installed one. It was going out through the wall, and it seemed like it didn't really need it, but it definitely did. So got that all fixed. Here's actually something I was getting ready to pull out front. This is going to be for sale here in the next couple of months. I got to get some tire tubes in it and give it a kind of a revival. Luckily, these old, I think this one's a wheel horse, I think. Pretty sure. Not sure. Not 100% sure. Yeah, Troy built. Yeah, so it's a Troy built. Gonna revive that and get that working. And selling it for a customer. The mud mower, racing mower situation isn't that great, honestly. I haven't been that into it. Maybe when it starts warming up, I'll get a little bit more into it, but I unfortunately haven't done much. So what I need to do is pull the transmission and engine from that one there. 820 Peerless from that one is going into there, and I got a couple of V-twin options I'm gonna put on. I believe if anything, I can run that 500cc single, but I really wanted to maybe turn it up a little bit. But I mean, if I absolutely have to, we'll run that. This sucker's for sale, Bolin's G12. I need the money, and it is the only excuse I got. It really sucks. I'd like to maybe put the time into it. It's been customized for a child to do pulling events, but it's been sitting a long time, and it needs a lot of TLC. So I don't know if I'll really be able to give that what it needs. This is one of my next get it together projects. The engine, unfortunately, is toast. I thought I'd be able to save it, but I won't. So that engine's got to get pulled, and I've got a slew of generator engines, and I've got some fabrication skills. I think I can make a taper shaft work, and so I'm gonna make a custom pulley for one of those engines and get it on here. I got a couple of 420cc Honda clone engines. I'd like to throw at least one of them on there, or throw my the Predator engine I got from my buddy from Harbor Freight. Throw that on there and put the 420 in that one. This is the next project. This is what I gotta go fire up the old Sears and get the logging arch and move Steve out of the way and get this thing out front. Sun's out. It's a good time to do it. Get it thawed out and see if I can't get this thing running. They had issues with it, and hopefully I can remedy the issues they're having. Trying to think of anything else out here. There's really nothing. Steve unfortunately had a mishap when we went to get that four-wheeler there. Kind of in a hurry. ADHD things were happening, and the customer was trying to help me load it, and I should have mentioned, hey, don't push it too far, and gave her a good shoulder, and it went right through the rear window. But it was solid window. I'd rather have a slider in there. So next couple months, I've got to get it up to my dad's. We'll put a slider in. He's luckily got a parts truck up there with a slider. We're gonna put a slider in it, and got some what's called, I guess, fender headers. They go, so these manifolds go on the inside of the frame down. So the ones that we're going to put on, they go on the outside of the frame. They come through the wheel well, and they'll dump down here. And I think we're going to put some side pipes on it. And there's probably a few other things. I'd like to get the engine tuned in a little better. So probably, maybe spark plug wires, cap rotor, whatever it looks like it needs. And then we're gonna I'm gonna put the front tires. They're a little bit big. I'm gonna put those on the back, and then we're gonna dismount these bigger tires and get a smaller, just a slightly smaller tire than this on the front. I think the drivability will be a lot better for what I'm using it for. But there we have it. The only other thing that I really got to do is after I get the Sears started, get the log and arch on there, move that sucker out front here, and then I'm going to haul those out back. A couple of dead mowers down here. Get those out back. Get that out back, because that's just in the way. I need to cut that up for scrap metal. But then I think I am going to get this box. Of course, get these things out of the way. I'm going to get this box over in front of the shop. I think I'm gonna cut this thing up and get it inside the house. I think this is going to be our new wood box. I think I think I have a good spot for it. It's kind of ugly though. I got to try to make it look a little bit better before I bring it in the house for the family to behold. But I think I like this one better. It's actually a pickup truck toolbox in there now. In fact, I'll pause this for just a second, go ahead and show you. Yeah, this is what we have right now, and it just takes, it takes up a lot of space, And yes, people are probably going to judge me for this. I'm right here, okay? These are drying out where we store outside. Wood gets kind of snowy and frozen, so that's what we're doing. It works good because it has a barrier. I've got the heat. Where do I have it? Somewhere over here. I got my trusty thermometer, and I checked it, and even when that thing's smoking hot, it's nice temperature inside for drying wood. It works pretty good, but it's kind of ugly. So I think maybe I'm going to try to take some measurements and make that one out there work. I think it's going to be a perfect measurement is cut the legs off and it's going to be on its end, which makes that center section. That thing was, I believe, a lobster tank on a lobster boat. And so that divider is going to be like a shelf, so you can put, you know what I mean, slide it in here. It'll be open right here. And we'll be able to put the wood in on the shelf and on the bottom, stack it up that way. It's not going to hold, I don't think it's going to hold as much as this thing does, but it's going to fit in there. It's not going to protrude out like this. It'll act as kind of flashing for everything over in that corner. But yeah, this stove has been amazing. I'm so glad we put it in. It's saved us a lot of money already. Perfect. I actually gotta clean this up this evening. A couple times a week. Clean it up, clean the area up around it. Got Lucas who loads the box for us. And there we have it. That's my little update for the time being. Hope everybody's having a good winter so far. And see you in the next one.